Hi, I'm Charles Mulford. We're here at M Gallery's P&A with my exhibit Pills, and you're looking at some of my most recent sculptures. We start here on the left, and you have a swelling head. This was a figure who had a pounding in his head, and it became so great that his brain just started to swell up. And this was one of my first experiments with trying to manipulate a human head to stretch it, and then I modeled a brain on top of it and inflated that. I've also been working with a group of cartoon characters. They're kind of like a different race of aliens that use humans, that use their body parts as part of their lives. So this figure here, this small little cartoon guy, has collected a group of heads and he's arranging them into a tower. He's a bit of a sculptor. And then we have Finger Snack. So it's similar cartoon figure, and he's chopping through a human finger, and he's about to eat it. And he's got a human bone there in one hand to keep him up while he's cutting, and he's got an extra snack of a finger on the side. And I've been doing all types of manipulation in 3D modeling with these human heads, and this was an early example of this where I started to flatten out the head and smooth the face down, and you can make it so flat that the face almost becomes an image, and then stabbing him in the eye is a banana. Again, you have more cartoon figures, and they were trying to fit in with the human race. And so they took some human heads and they made them into masks, and they were going to try to blend into human society. And then I have a recent piece. This is one cartoon figure with a human head, and he has these pills, and they're just stacked on top of each other. And there's so many pills that he can't keep them straight, what pills he's supposed to take or when he's supposed to take them, and it looks like the tower might almost collapse. And he also has a manipulated head where it's starting to swell on one side, so he needs the pills, and he better figure out what he needs to take. It was a strange combination, and I came across that because one of the earliest 3D scans that I found was a human foot. And I thought, well, what can I do with this foot, and how can I incorporate it into a sculpture? And so at the same time I was modeling these cartoon characters, and it just seemed like the perfect match. And so a narrative started to develop out of the scanned objects and the cartoon figures, and all these stories emerged about what the aliens were doing with the human body parts. And it started to become about more than just collecting humans. You know? Yeah, for me this was also about trying to fit in, but not being able to. They're doing their best to be part of society and blend in, but just not quite accomplishing that. So this is Charles Mulford. Thank you so much for coming out to M Gallery's P&A and taking a look at my sculpture.